nice. I think we should call it America.
The first English settlement in the New World was not a success.
Where are those guys from Roanoke? I don't know. Let's call this one Jamestown.
Further north, separatists fleeing religious persecution settled in the Massachusetts Bay Colony.
Hey, that route looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does. Let's call it Plymouth.
They soon established a regime of religious intolerance against any non-Puritans.
Who are those guys over there?
Yeah, do you think they were here the whole time?
Couldn't have been. Let's just kick them out.
Yeah.
The colonists protested when the British monopolized their trade under mercantilism and instituted harsh new taxes while leaving the colonists with no voice in Parliament.
So, I heard you bought some tea. Buy up.
No taxation without representation.
I'm telling Parliament!
Dramatic acts of rebellion incurred more British wrath and led to the Revolutionary War.
Dude, Britain is going to be so pissed when we dump all of their tea.
The Founding Fathers of America set down ideals of independence and individual rights for all white males over the age of 21, a standard that would be upheld flawlessly for almost 100 years.
Dude, Britain is going to be so pissed when we declare independence.
However, the states were so afraid of losing their power that the initial Articles of Confederation failed due to a weak central government.
Dude, the federal government is going to have so much more power now that we're signing the Constitution.
Yeah, and the country's gonna run a lot smoother.
From the start, the new government was divided.
Jefferson, I'm going to be honest with you. Kind of hate you, buddy.
Hamilton, national banks are not beneficial.
Well, you know what? Why don't you go to start a farm with all your uneducated buddies?
Corrupt bargains and unpopular presidents contributed to split the nation even further.
Hey Jackson, I heard you got elected president.
It just so happens I did, old buddy. How would you like a job fighting for the common man?
And an insatiable hunger for land and power uprooted more Native American tribes.
I would imagine this all belongs to us now, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think we should give that idea a cool name.
How about the Manifest Destiny?
America's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is!
A series of compromises divided up the West and caused strife between the North and the South, who disagreed over the issue of slavery in the territories, among other things.
Dude, I hate slavery.
Dude, I love slavery. I'm telling General Lee on you.
Abe Lincoln's not gonna be pleased about this.
Just as the colonies had seceded from Britain almost 100 years earlier, the South seceded from the Union and the Civil War began.
Hey, you kinda need to let go of your slaves now.
Fine.
Even though you've been a jerk to me, you can still be part of America.
The North's attempts to reform and punish the South were ineffective.
Hey South, you're looking kinda run down. I think we're gonna reconstruct you.
That would take way too much time and effort. We should just elect Hayes.
Freed slaves remained trapped in a system of sharecropping and were discriminated against through poll taxes and Jim Crow laws. In northern cities, political bosses took advantage of progressive techniques to turn entire cities into corrupt political machines.
Hey buddy, you look like you need a job.
I'd love a job, Boss Tweed.
Only if you vote for me.
Sounds good to me.
We got a deal.
Ignoring the advice of many of the Founding Fathers, America became involved in European affairs.
Hey, I hear we're going to war.
It's because of the Lusitania, right?
Nah, I hear it's because of the Zimmerman telegram.
The female population of America was not enfranchised until the 19th Amendment was passed, after the war's end.
Hey, you want to hear a funny joke?
Sure.
Women's rights!
Women can vote now.
Of course, this was consistent with the Founding Fathers' narrow view of citizenship. During the 20s, the nation took issue with those deemed different and too radical.
Hey, I heard you were communist. You're going to jail.
After the frivolous era of buying on margin, the economy plummeted.
We're not going to be able to feed the kids.
I know, what should we do?
Hey, poor and depressed citizens, I'm here to offer you a new deal.
Thanks, FDR.
FDR's relief, recovery, and reform policies were met with opposition from the upper classes, so it was ultimately the next World War that ended the Depression.
Yeah, here Hitler's on the warpath.
Hey, we're not getting involved.
Oh my god, the Japanese bombs Pearl Harbor!
Now we're involved.
Despite its reluctance to enter the war, the U.S. ultimately ended it, with the nuclear technology that would plunge the world into a terrifying Cold War for the next several decades.
Oh my god, an atom bomb! What do we do?
Fucking cover!
And although the 50s were a period of conservatism, finally, civil rights made progress.
Dude, separate but equal is alright with me. Dude, separate but equal is not okay.
During the latest decades of American history, the country has remained divided, although the dissent lurks beneath the surface of the conservative majority.
Hey dude, let's take some drugs and go protest somewhere.
Yeah.
Vietnam's bad.
The founders of the United States intended a new and different era, and in that respect, their ideals have been realized. Despite hypocrisy, despite division, despite the slow rate of progress, America's influence has affected the world order in the few centuries of its history.